Pisces, what's going on with you guys? It's your girl D here with 8th House Energy, here to do the not the extended. You will have an extended to this, but this is for your silent enemies reading for April 2021. I hope all is well in the Piscean community. For those of you who are returning to the channel, thank you so much for all the love and support that you continually show. I appreciate you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Pisces. To those who are new, welcome. Make sure you subscribe, hit the notification bell. I post every week for all placements. We don't just limit ourselves to some placements. We deal with all here because we want to see growth throughout the entire person, not just one particular section, okay? So with that being said, this is a reading that's set up to help you to pay better attention to your intuition. All right, it's a silent enemies reading. It's all about paying attention to your intuition and in relation to the people who are closest to you. You may say, why would you want to do that? These are the people who are supposed to be your friends. They're supposed to be, yeah, they're supposed to be. They're supposed to be family. They're supposed to be friends. But, you know, if you understand here in this channel, we talk about things on a little bit more of an elevated level. The relationships that you have in your life are relationships that are orchestrated by the universe. Okay, here on a 3D realm, these people show up as family members, friends, lovers. But karmic partnerships are orchestrated on a universal level. And in order for you to learn the lesson you're supposed to learn, these karmic lessons will come in the manner of friends, family, loved ones, business partners, okay? There are a lot of people who deal with karmic partnerships with their parents. A lot of people who deal with karmic partnerships with their children. A lot of people who, okay, we already know with tarot, lovers is the most prominent one with karmics. But the whole purpose is that you come here to learn a lesson. And when you orchestrate that lesson, or you decide what it is that you need to learn before you come here, the universe says to you, and you say to the universe, okay, this is how we're going to do it. This person's going to come to me in the form of my boyfriend, or this person's going to come to me in the form of my child. All right. The karmic is a person who comes into your life to teach you a lesson. We all are karmics in somebody's life throughout our lifetime. So there's no such thing as being born a karmic. Throw that shit out to the side. All right. You can't be born a karmic because of the way that we're all designed and built. You know, I may be a karmic to you, but I may be something else to someone else. You know how you go to a funeral and you'll hear people will say, I'm not going to that man's funeral. I'll spit on his grave. Where you'll hear somebody else say, that man was the best thing that ever happened to me. It's because the universe designed for this person to be play a particular role in your life, where they're supposed to play a different role in someone else's life and a different role in someone else's life. Okay. So that's the way the universe sets it up. Now, you're not going to learn a lesson if they send the devil down to you looking like a damn devil. No. So they have to send it to you in a way that you may not recognize first, and it's for you to tap into your higher self because you are a spirit living in a human body, right? So you're supposed to tap in, you're supposed to keep tabs with your higher self, that spirit that's within this human vehicle. This vehicle is only here so that you can maneuver around and complete the task you're supposed to complete in this realm. All right, but you got rules, you got regulations, you got your birth chart, and you got your spirit guides, your guardian angels, and your ancestors guiding you through these learning processes. And you need to be in tune with your intuition. It's so important. So I'm going to put 3 cards down. I'm going to tell you what I get intuitively from these cards. If you're picking up these energies from anybody that you deal with or anybody that is directly around you, you should pay attention to the intuitive nudges you get. Your intuition is a superpower. It helps to keep you safe and keep you protected. That's why you have it. So you should not be ignoring it just because, oh, that's just my man. I got a weird vibe. He doing something. You know how you get a weird vibe and then you just brush it off? No, you're supposed to investigate, especially if the weird vibe keeps happening, okay? That's what we want to stress. It keeps happening. Once in a while is okay because, sometimes people just don't want to deal with you today. You a pain in their ass, and that might be the vibe you picking up. But if they're constantly like that with you, then you want to investigate. So the cards that I have here are the 2 of Swords, which is... the 2 of Swords is Libra. And then we also have the 9 of Swords in reverse. The 9 of Swords reverse is Gemini. I'll show you the card upright. I'm sorry. There's upright. All right, the 9 of Swords, or in this deck is called the 9 of Voices. And this is the Queen of Inspiration, which is the Queen of Wands. She came out in reverse, though. Okay, that's Aries energy. All right, Pisces, Aries. So some of you are Pisces, Aries cuspers, okay, because this could be your energy here. So sometimes you could be your own worst enemy, but let's get into it. So Pisces, the opposite energy for you is Virgo. I don't see Virgo showing up here, so I don't see that you're in your shadow side, okay? Meaning that you're not out here doing dirt. You know, so if there's anything negative going on, it's external to you. It's not internally within you. Now with the Two of Swords energy here, this could be going on within you because there's a decision here that you're trying to make, or you could just refuse to make a decision. You could be stuck. Okay, and the universe is saying that this is showing up in a silent enemy because you need to take action, or you need to make a decision rather, because swords are about thoughts. You need to make a decision, decide, you know, what side of the coin you're going to be on, or what side of the fence you're going to be on, and make a decision. All right. The universe is saying you staying in a stuck state where you refuse to make a decision, or you refuse to hear the options. This is also refusing to hear options, refusing to hear, you know, people's reasoning or logic behind something, refusing to listen to anybody. Okay, it's that type of energy as well. So you got to be careful with, you know, you're not being fair, because this is Libra energy. Okay, the moon in Libra. Moon deals with emotions and feelings. Libra deals with, you know, fairness, balancing the scales and things like that. So here, you know, this is showing up in a silent enemies reading because if it's external to you, someone around you is refusing to take your feelings into consideration, or they're debating on doing something that could jeopardize you. Somebody's in thought here about something. Your intuition could be going off like, what is this motherfucker up to? It's because you're sensing something. Okay, now if this is internal, meaning that this is all you are not making a decision about something. This could be dangerous to you, or it could be a situation where it's not beneficial. It doesn't have to be that extreme, but it's not beneficial to you at all to be in a stagnant state, to not hear both sides, to not be fair, to not consider everybody's emotions and feelings in the situation. Okay? Now with this Nine of Voices that came out in reverse, this is Gemini energy. So it's like the Nine of Swords. So yeah, I feel like you're brushing people off. If this is you, you're brushing people off with the Nine of Swords reverse. It's like you may have gotten rid of somebody who was very stressful in your life, okay? And they could be showing up as a silent enemy because maybe this person wants to re-enter, and this Two of Swords could be you considering it after you've already cut them off. Okay, so this could be related, but they could be two separate situations. Okay, so I feel like with this Nine of Swords reversed, there was a release here of it could have been stress. It's showing up as a silent enemy, as in, yeah, it could have been stress. Somebody could have been, you know, got you to the point where you're really confused and you can't make a decision. And for some of you, what it is this Queen of Wands in reverse. You're not standing in your power. Okay, this could be somebody who, if it's a lover, it's someone that you're very attracted to, you're smitten by. If this is somebody where you're in an abusive situation here and they're the aggressor, that could be something that's going on here. But there's something blocking your thought process from coming out of a situation that is not beneficial to you. Okay, you could be in a situation where you're being used. Some of you may be being used sexually by a partner, being taken advantage of, or you may be just trapped in a relationship based off of sex. Some of you could be dealing with somebody with this Queen of Wands energy, someone who's really mean and really nasty and really hateful. It could be a man or a woman, it doesn't matter, but their energy is one of, you know, you could have cut this person off. I feel like I get an energy of you cutting someone off and someone wanting to come back. If this is external to you, this is this person pissed off that you cut them off. How dare you? You know, this is someone who's definitely in their ego. Okay, you see the sun. The sun represents the ego. So this person is all in their ego because you cut them off, or you cut the conversation short, or you're not willing to hear their side, is what I'm getting here. I feel like this is more so someone trying to convince you to ignore your feelings and emotions and choose theirs over yours. I feel like you've done that, but now you're like, what the hell? This is not working for me. I need to come out of this energy. And so you're realizing, for some of you, that you were compromised, or you compromised yourself in a situation. This also could talk about someone who's very promiscuous. You may need to be careful with the promiscuity, okay, especially if you're in a relationship and or marriage. I feel like this will backfire on you if it hasn't already. If this is a man, because the queens deal with your emotions and feelings, how you feel on the inside. So some of you are keeping this to yourself, that you're out here messing around, okay? If it's not you, and I say you because, this is Aries energy, and you're on the cusp of Aries. Some of you are cuspers, Aries, Pisces, cuspers. So some of you who have Aries in your chart, or you may have a lot of, not a lot of Aries, but you may have a lot of planets in Aries, or you could have prominent placements of Aries, okay? Maybe your Aries is in Venus, okay? Because this is a time where, you guys will be feeling yourselves, ready to get out there and do your thing. And ain't nothing wrong with that, but just be careful, especially if you are already married or in a relationship with someone, be honest with everybody. We're in a new cycle now as of Aries, the beginning of Aries season. So try to, build good karma. So just keep it 100 with people. Like, look, I just want to have fun. I'm not interested in a serious relationship or serious connection. But, if we end up, being intimate, that's cool with me. But, I just want to let you know I don't want anything serious. As a matter of fact, I don't know when I would be able to see you again. Like, keep it fucking 100. You know what I'm saying? You got nothing to lose, because what's happening is you're setting up good karma, number one. Number two, and y'all rule karma. You know what I'm saying? So you got to be careful what you do out here and how you do things, right? You guys rule karma. So it's like, all about that. So just keep it 100. Don't play with anybody's feelings. Let people know what it is that you want. Like, honestly, I don't even know if I'm going to be able to see you again because I don't live here. Or, I'm not often in this area. So, if you want us to go somewhere, we can go somewhere and do what we do. But I don't know if I'm going to be able to see you again. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. Something like that. So, yeah, just be real with people. You know what I mean? And I feel like for some of you, it's that, or some of you are in a situation where you're letting people overpower you, which is why that's showing up as a silent enemy as well. This is somebody who may, their self-esteem may not quite be there. This is somebody who could be somewhat unattractive, or, maybe people have told you you're unattractive, or people may have made fun of you because of your looks. And as a result, it scarred you in a sense where, you may deal with a lot more bullshit than the average woman because of the fact that maybe you think you can't do better. You got to come out of that mindset, my love. All right, whether you're a man or a woman, because things are changing now. A lot of people have come out of relationships dealing with, superficiality. And a lot of people have been wounded behind that. So you got a lot of people out here who are healing, and they're not looking at things like that anymore. If they want a wife, if you want a wife or a husband and you're looking for a wife and a husband, the first thing you should be looking at is what this person's spirit is like, not what they look like. So if somebody's coming at you based on looks, they're not looking for nothing serious. Because a man looking for a wife, don't get me wrong, he wants an attractive woman, but he wants someone that's attractive to him. If he's in his ego, he may want someone who's arm candy and things like that. But a man who's serious about you and who wants a wife, or a woman who's serious about you and wants a husband, is not going to be fixated on looks. Like, looks may be number 2 or 3 on the list, but it damn sure ain't going to be number 1. That's somebody who just wants to hoe around because they're just looking at what you physically have that turns them on. So just be careful you're not running into those types of people. If you're somebody who's looking for a relationship, don't settle, because you want to relieve stress with the 9 of Swords reverse. So I feel like for some of you, that could be what you're doing. You're debating on if you want to sleep with this person because you want to relieve some stress, because you may not be in a relationship that you want to be in, or you can't find somebody right now. That's for some of you. Some of you could be in a situation at work where your boss is your boss. This bitch right here. Whether it's a man or a woman. Okay, some of you may have a boss who is, not that it matters, but they could be gay or homosexual, bisexual. Some of you could also be in the closet. Okay, with the Queen of Wands in reverse. This is somebody who, this could be a woman who likes women, and it may not have let people know about it, or may be confused. as to why she likes women. Okay. So this is all about, for some of you, this is all about tapping into that energy that you're feeling in reference to wanting to experiment with members of the same sex or members of, the LBGT community. So I feel like that's what's going on for some of you. But it's shown up as a silent enemy. I feel like because you need to be true to yourself and stop worrying about, what others are going to think of you. If you feel like your life is in jeopardy or something like that, then you need to make moves accordingly. I get it. Keep cool until you can move someplace where you will feel comfortable being you. That's another thing I'm getting here. But I feel like somebody is not taking you seriously, or you're not taking something seriously also. It could be rest, your sleep. Some of you are not getting enough sleep. You see her at the bottom here, sleep. I don't know if you see at the very bottom there how she's laying there, sleep. Okay, some of you are not getting enough rest. All right, Pisces, you need to get some rest because a lot of you get your downloads in your dreams. All right, you're the one who's closest to the 4th and 5th, 6th round. So you get those messages direct that don't go through a middleman or anything like that. I've always, like, people will say I'm Scorpio. So people will say Scorpios are jealous. Like, ain't nobody I'm jealous of except Pisces. Like, except Pisces, hands down. Because, and then, I know you guys got your issues with some of the things you see and some of the things you deal with the psychic realm as well. So, it's one hand, one hand washes the other, so to speak, or 6 in one hand, half a dozen in the other. But, to have those psychic abilities that some of you have, that shit is so dope to me. But yeah, I don't get jealous of nothing but, having that energy that Pisces got. Yeah, then I'll sit down and talk about how jealous I am. But I'm Scorpio, so I'm right behind you. I'm right behind you. But yeah, and I got Pisces in the 5th house, so anyway. So yeah, I feel like some of you need to get more rest. Definitely need to get more rest. You could be wearing yourself out too, because the Queen of Wands in reverse, this is somebody who could be physically, emotionally exhausting themselves. Okay? Which is why maybe for some of you, you can't think straight. All right? So I got that going on here. What else do I got going on for Pisces? What am I seeing here? Yeah, like I said, some of you are, if it's not a boss who's a bitch, whether it's a man or a woman, they're just an asshole to you. They're a prima donna. This is somebody, if it's your boss, they're an asshole, right? They're mean. They're nasty. They're disgruntled. For others of you, this is an ex-lover or a lover that you're dealing with. This is somebody who thinks that the world's supposed to revolve around them. This is somebody who really makes you question why the hell you even dealing with them in the first place. For some of you, you get so much sleep. Now that for some of you, this is past energy, meaning that when you look at this reading, and if you resonate with it, you'll be like, oh yeah, I dealt with that a month ago or 2 months ago. So in retrospect, watching this, you're like, I had to cut that person off. And since I did, I'm able to sleep better. Life is quieter. Life is simpler. Life is smoother. So I feel like a lot of you need some rest. You've been through some shit. Okay? You could have been defamed in some sort of way too with the Queen of Wands in reverse. This is somebody who's been shamed in front of the public. Okay? A male or female. All right? Because the Queen of Wands, these are people who command attention when they walk in the room. So she could be in reverse and it could be a he or she energy. It's just, I'm saying she as in feminine energy. So this energy is in reverse. It could be somebody who's very promiscuous, somebody who has low self-esteem and promiscuous, or just somebody who is very promiscuous. She could also be somebody who has, who could be gay, bisexual, or a member of the LGBT community. She's also someone who could have been humiliated in front of people. Okay. You know how, the air signs, the fire signs, they like attention, but they don't like negative attention. I know, for Leos, the worst thing they can't stand being embarrassed in front of people, So yeah, I feel like this is somebody who may have been embarrassed or humiliated in front of people, or you need to be careful because that may happen based on you not making the right decisions. Yeah, but some of you just want to be free of a situation, but you're not stepping up to your power to do so. This is somebody who could be bullied and pushed around as well, the Queen of Wands in reverse. Like she can play a lot of different roles, just like all the queens, especially when they're in reverse. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go to the extended and I'm going to use this smaller tarot deck. I'm going to clarify 4 cards for each of these to get a little bit more information to see what Spirit wants you to know. The link to the extended is going to be in the box below. I'm shuffling the cards now to get right into it. So if this is something that did resonate, please make sure you click the like button. If you want to leave a comment on how it resonates, please do so. That's what the comments are for. But please limit your comment to if it resonates, okay, and how. So I'm going to go ahead and get that extended going for you so that by the time you watch this, it'll be ready. So the link's in the box below. I'll see you there, Pisces. If not, I wish you the best, and I'll see you in the next reading. Peace.